Hello, welcome to the newspaper review here on Thavtv. My name is William Abule, and today is the 20th of February 2023. It's a beautiful Monday here in the city of Port Harcourt, wherever you're watching us from. We want to thank you very much for joining us here on the program. This is where we'll be bringing you the headlines across newspapers around Nigeria. And if this is the first time you're seeing this video, do well to subscribe so you'll stay connected to us. Every other time we'll come up with a new episode of these very interesting programs. In just a minute, we'll go into the headlines, but before that, I want to introduce Mr. Victor Sioko. You are welcome to the program.
Thank you, sir. Yes. How are you?
I am doing great. Hope your weekend was good.
Yeah, it was nice.
Oh, yes. I believe it was a busy one, as always.
Yeah. It's like a man might just be traveling like almost every day.
Well, that's the life of a man. Yeah. Well, I took out some time to see some of the Premiership matches, very hot matches this weekend. I hope you also, took time out to relax over the weekend. This weekend, we are going all out for the elections, the 2023 general elections, and we're going to be voting for the presidential election, the senatorial election, and the National Assembly, which is the House of Representative elections. Hope you're ready and you have your candidate locked down and ready to vote for. So do well to go out and look for your polling unit, because it's important that you know your polling unit before the election date if you're a first-time voter, so that you don't start roaming around and not knowing where to find your polling unit on the day of election. And then when you find that, make sure on Saturday the 25th of February you're out to vote, because it is that critical. I am ready. I'm sure, Victor, you're ready also. All right, come out that day and vote. All right, let's get into the reading of our headlines for today proper. And we're going to begin with Newspaper for today, the 20th of February, 2023. And on Daily Sun here, we have as headline, PDP knocks Tinubu, claims he doesn't represent hope. Atiku will wipe out tears of Southeast campaign. That you'll find on page 27 of the Daily Sun newspaper. Also, we have as the main headline on the Daily Sun here, El-Rufai directs NDAs not to reject old Naira notes. That story is on page 6 of the Daily Sun newspaper. Moving on to the main headline, it says, polls, tension grips INEC over insecurity. Spate of violent protest raises fear among officials. Commission working with CBN, orders to address cash challenge. Yakubu speaking. Details of that is on page 17 of the Daily Sun newspaper. Other headlines here, we see presidency. Ayim Chimamanda endorses Obi. LP candidate flays deaths of protesters in Edo Delta. Oyo orders over Naira scarcity. Details you'll find on page 6, 27 and 29 of the Daily Sun newspaper. We move on to this headline here, still on the Daily Sun. Naira swap. APC governors tackle Buhari, asks President AGF to obey Supreme Court order. Lastly, I'll take this one. UK court accepts to shield star witness Nwamini as Ekweremadu trial resumes. You find that on page 4 of the Daily Sun newspaper. All right, that's all the headline will be taken from the Daily Sun, but then let's go into our discussions proper. All right, Mr. Victor, I'm going to just ask you to deal with any of the headline of interest here, but please touch on the polls, tension grips INEC over insecurity. I mean, it's no longer news that tension is rising all over the country as a result of the Naira swap thing, the no money in, no cash as it were, in the society. A lot of people are very apprehensive about that, and some of them are reacting. And this has raised concern to INEC, because we're just days away from the general elections. And if this continues up until the election, we don't know if, we're going to witness more protests. And if there are problems out there on the streets, ballot papers, essential materials of this commission won't be able to move freely from one point to the other. I would like you to react to that.
So, big issues right now, because even Nigerians out there are not happy. Yeah. Okay? If you go to the streets, you find out that the average Nigerian out there is not happy. Okay? If we even go back a bit, we find out that, we've had plenty of issues for the past 7 years and a half that Nigerians have been they haven't seen the hope that was promised. So what has happened just about some few months ago with respect to the Naira crisis and the fuel crisis, especially in this South, has caused so much tension in the lives of the people of Nigeria. So the elections are very close, and mind you, there are also fake news here going round and round the area, and it's causing more will I say more rage for the people. So just even yesterday, I don't know whether you saw the fake news
about the Tinubu, the presidential candidate of the APC.
You know, that fake news can even excite or incite violence in people, because they'll be like, this. So
the money is in the hands of one man when we're looking for it out here. That kind of thing.
Exactly. So it's a very big test for INEC. This election season.
It is.
It is a big. See, what about the vote buying? It has not still ended. You heard what happened in Ogun State?
Yeah, we saw videos.
Okay, where somebody was given an envelope. Well, this time around, it was a seal of the Ogun State government on it. I'm sorry, that could still be a played out event.
You remember?
Who knows?
Remember last week we talked about that. Voters or people that let's leave it at voters should expect some kind of shocker about their favorite candidates, because days leading up to the election, these parties, political parties, wouldn't mind throwing out one or two bombshells to knock you off balance about your favorite candidate. And some of these videos are beginning to pop out, and I mean, it's really, if you don't have strong faith, you might really be changing your mind at the last minute about your favorite candidate.
So you see, the desperate politicians are going to use this last minute to pour out their desperation with violence, with devilish tactics, fake news. So a whole lot of issues will come up this week. But I implore Nigerians, please, you need to stay strong.
Stay focused.
You need to stay strong, stay focused, because if we don't make those decisions today, oh my God, in the next 8 to 16 years, it might just be so disastrous for Nigerians.
Very true.
Yes, vote your choice, just like the president said during his speech on Thursday. Okay, he told Nigerians to vote their choice, but somehow we also do not know what happened yesterday when he now made another speech from Addis Ababa. He sent the file from Addis Ababa for the meeting that they went for, and he sent a file out to say, see, Nigerians, I implore you to vote for Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Oh, I don't want to derail, but yes, just on a lighter note, he made those comments, and it has also, in their camp, the APC camp, it has also caused some kind of tremors down there. The reason why am I saying this, because mind you, the Minister of Information, Lai Mohammed, already come out to will I say, pour fuel inside the burning fire to say that Tinubu has not openly showed that he is going to work with, as in right on the achievement of the current president Buhari, meaning that he is coming with a different style. He has not mentioned that he is going to continue
some of the things
from where Buhari stopped. Okay, and that has so for Buhari to also come out, I know Buhari personally, I think he is also not trying to cause so much tension, because like I said, there are desperate Nigerians out there that want to they just want this election to favor them, forgetting that, see, you have worked your part. You need to allow Nigerians to cast their vote. You must not induce Nigerians. You must not excite violence before your candidate wins. Okay, so I also encourage our forces. Just over the weekend, you could see a whole lot of parades going out there. Even in Port Harcourt, even in Port Harcourt, it happened. In Imo State, I saw it out there in Imo State. In Lagos, we saw them displaying. Okay, but please, Nigeria shouldn't see that there will be violence on that day,
because I am
very, very hopeful that the elections will go.
We don't need the military to come out on election day to ensure sanity in the system. We don't need them, because it's supposed to be a peaceful, seamless process of voting, and that's what I am really hoping and believing that we're going to have on that day. It will take us Nigerians to make that happen, no need to get involved in any form of violence. There is no need for that. We know that, yes, at this time, it's a tough time for a lot of people. I don't even know if some people will be able to travel to vote because of this no money thing. And those are some of the very serious concerns that most Nigerians are having. And for INEC, their main concern is the fact that there has been a spate of, different sort of violence around the country. And if that does not stop, it will be difficult for them to operate. So their concerns are very genuine, and this is a call to the proper authorities to do something about it, and real quick too. Before we leave the Daily Sun newspaper, I also see here presidency eyeing Chimamanda endorsed Obi, and then Labour Party flays death of protesters in Edo Delta. Can you just talk about this story a little bit?
The endorsement, this week is about endorsement. We can't shy away from it. It might just happen from...
People are making, dotting their lines and crossing their T's before...
from now till maybe even Friday.
Yeah, we'll see more. Yeah.
Yes, but Friday might just be too late, okay, because of spreading the news out there. This is not just an in-house election, just like the PDP and the APC presidential primaries, when some candidates waited to when they were to deliver their manifesto to say who they are supporting or who they were stepping down for. But I think from now till about Thursday, we should have a whole lot of those names out there. Okay, yes, I am really did not endorse him. Yes, he said that Peterobi has done things that he wanted to do. Okay. Meaning that, yes, he also spoke good of Peterobi. Yes, he's of the PDP. And he said that he is not also part of the G5 because there were insinuations whether he said he was never part of them, that he's still a PDP man, still a statesman in PDP, and he will remain as a PD. But for Peterobi, that he admires Peterobi. Okay, so that's where, but I do not know why they will use the endorsement. The endorser right here is Chimamanda, the novelist, the top act that we have in Nigeria. Well, I can't mention so much about her, but Chimamanda's endorsement says a whole lot. Okay, but analytically, when you also check it, one might be like, come on, Chimamanda is still an Igbo woman. Okay, she's still maybe playing the regional card. See, let's not shy away. I don't want to bring that to the topic. Okay, but I think the Peterobi we want an endorsement from the other side of the Niger. Okay, is it coming from the north? Is it coming from the southwest? Okay, but we should also note that persons like Kachiku of the ADC has also come out to say that his party and his team are working closely with the Labour Party to see whether they can join forces. Okay, that's meaning that the presidential candidates, that they might be like, come on, please, let's vote for presidency for the Labour Party. Okay, such news, I believe more of them will come out. People are also looking out for Pankwa, so whether he will throw in the towel. And
that would be a miracle. That would be a miracle.
Oh, sure, that would be
because if you look at his antecedents, the man Kwankwa, so that's almost an impossible thing to do. Knowing the fact that he is a strong northerner, not just as in a strong advocate for northern presidency. So how is it possible that he will suddenly tilt? I mean, the chance came where that could have happened, but it never did. So, well, I don't know. Anything can happen last minute.
Well, lastly, with respect to the endorsement, unfortunately for the Obidati movement, they lost some persons from the northwest, meaning their leaders in the northwest. Most of the chairmen, they are the top heads of the south of the northwest. They had to step down and support Tinubu for the forthcoming. So it's I think it's a big blow, because we know that Peterobi is really will I say trying to woo the north to come vote for him, because see, no matter how we see it, the vote from the south will never be enough for him to.
It will never be enough, because he needs to win at least a good number of states from the north for him to carry the day. But we hope that he continues to do his job, and let's see how all of that play out for him and the other political parties come 25th of February. Hope we'll all come out and lend our voice to the process. All right, we'll move on to our next paper for today, and that will be the Daily Champion. And right here on the Daily Champion, we have as headline, NLC gives 14-day ultimatum to Abia government to pay arrears of workers' salaries, pension, benefits. You'll find details on page 6 of the Daily Champion newspaper. Also, we see here naira scarcity, commercial sex workers count losses, decry low patronage. Also, Serap sues Buhari over unlawful ban on old 500 naira, 1,000 naira notes. EFCC debunks alleged raid on Tinubu's resident, recovery of 400 billion naira. To the main headline on the Daily Champion, we see here, naira crisis, Tinubu, Adamu, APC governors ask Buhari to respect Supreme Court order. As El Rufai dares president again, directs Kaduna MDAs to accept payments in old new notes. Diaspora Nigerian decries policy implementation. Customers lament banks' inability to dispense old 200 naira notes. Destroying banks not solution to cash scarcity. Ex-Anan president speaking there. Details of all of these stories you find on page 6 of the Daily Champion newspaper. In video to sway voters for Tinubu, Buhari vows end to current hardship. All right, details you find on page 7 of the Daily Champion. And then I'll take this very one. It says NDLEA intercept Europe-bound 58 kg cocaine met at Lagos Abuja airports. Arrests 64 suspects. Seizes 517 kilogram illicit drugs in Sokoto. All right, then this one too. It says OB presents reliable character, capacity, competence to lift Nigeria out of cliff hanger. ZAP speaking, and details of that story is on page 7 of the Daily Champion. All right, back to the morning naira crisis, as it were. Here we see Tinubu, Adamu, APC governors ask Buhari to respect Supreme Court order. All right, they still believe that the president has flagrantly, disregarded the orders of the Supreme Court. That has been in argument for days now, and we still see it on the front cover of papers here. But one part of that story is the governor of Kaduna State that has also gone ahead to say the old naira notes and the new naira notes will all be in operation in my state. All right, how do you react to all of this story?
Okay, so I saw some videos, just like the Niger Reacts. Please, viewers should go watch our episodes of Niger Reacts, where we talk to Nigerians outside there to get their reactions about happenings in the country. Now, I saw a video where Kaduna residents were like, they are not going to use the old notes because receivers are not taking these notes from them. Market women are not taking the old notes from them. So whatever El Rufai is saying, that's for him. Okay, left for them. They just want the new notes so that they can do their transactions. Okay, but I have something to say about the 9 governors. Okay, yes, it could still be that with what Nigerians are looking at, it could still be that they still have heaps of these monies for vote buying. It could still be. I am not in the position to say that it's a sure fact that they are going to do this. Okay, but I'm also worried, or will I say worried, but concerned that why would the governor of Sokoto State, Aminu Tambuwa, join in this when his head, who is Atiku,
why did he join the suit?
Yes. Why Atiku, who is his principal, has congratulated the president for this policy? So why would Aminu Tambuwa now join this suit? So it could still be that the fears of Nigerians and the president will still be happening with him. Let's not shy away let's not shy away. The president already has said that he does not want politicians to use these monies to do vote buying. The people that have accumulated these monies and kept by the corner. So that could be it. Saturday is coming, Mr. Bule. I bet you vote buying will occur. But the question, okay, but the question now will be how,
to what extent?
Yes. To what extent? How terrible will it be?
Because if this money policy didn't come up, if this whole, redesign didn't come up, my brother, we would have seen a very, how would I put it, shameless, vote buying going on, where they will disregard every rule, every security agency. Both the security agencies will be bought over. Everybody will be bought over. Because they are strong. The people running for the presidency are strong forces, both financially, politically, power-wise, and everything. And these guys, when I look at both, let me even go straight to saying the candidates of the All Progressive Congress and that of the PDP. If you look at these men, that of the APC seemed to me as if this is more like it is now or never for him. And so that means he has all his guns out.
No, the PDP, same thing now. Are you expecting Atiku
to run again? So you see, so it is almost like I cannot afford to lose. So they are ready to go all out to any level to ensure that they get there. So this has really knocked all of them off balance. And so they're trying to, as quickly as possible, find their feet on the ground before the election. And so for me, it's going to be a very, very serious battle on that day. So for people like the Labour Party candidate, who naturally will tell you, I know they give shishi, he doesn't give money. So probably this is not a problem for him.
But that does not mean that some party members from the Labour Party
will not want money.
Will not want their, to, what do they call it now in Nigerian local parlance, to have control of their unit, to deliver their unit.
To deliver.
Because that delivering of units is a big issue in our democracy.
Yeah.
Because it acts as a CV, a bragging right for these politicians. Because they can sell themselves to another party tomorrow to tell the party, see, I was in charge of this unit. I was able to deliver my unit. And that's what most politicians want to hear. They want to know that, can you deliver this unit?
And they are ready to go all out to get it done.
Yes.
So it's general, and the government of today has done their part to try to put it under check or control. Let's see how it will play out. But be rest assured that politicians still have most of these new notes in their possession, but not as much as it would have been if we were still dealing with the old Naira notes. So yes, the federal government is doing their best.
Then lastly, I will predict this. This week we will also have Nigerians selling their votes before the election day.
Oh yeah, that's another one.
Remember, we had a news. In fact, a town crier. Somebody told me, somebody very close to me, said that in his house, a town crier came out very early in the morning, about 4 a.m. to announce in their community that you should come to so place, okay, to a particular hall where they can give you something to help vote for their candidates.